People what go on, I wanna do. Yeah man, so this video I'm gonna do brown sugar stew pork. Yeah, I know that a lot of people say them not eat pork, but me eat pork. You understand? Yeah man. Alright, so to season the pork I'm gonna use spices that contain salt. You don't know, so sometimes I use salt free spices, mostly on chicken and fish and vegetables as well and so forth. But when it comes to pork, pork calls for a robust flavor. And when you use spices that are salt free, it doesn't bring up the taste. It doesn't bring out a wow taste. You understand? And when it comes to pork, I want a wow taste. So I normally use my regular spices that contain salt. But you don't know, say you can season whatever spices that you want to use if you will be following this recipe. So this is 3 pounds of pork already cut up in the sizes that I want, wash with vinegar, yeah man, and ready to season. So I'm adding salt. I'm adding a little salt, yeah, and of course my body a complete seasoning. Black pepper. I'm using some of the Dash table blend. This is salt free actually, but I love it. I love this. This is nice. And of course Maggi all purpose. And I love a little chili powder as well. Yeah man. Listen, I don't know the amount. Just you can put like, I would say a teaspoon to each spice. Yeah man. Some paprika. I'm going to put a little onion powder, even though I think onion powder works best for chicken. And of course I'm going to use some Lawry's seasoned salt. I am gonna just rub in the spices. Few seeds pimento that I am gonna crush. Fresh herbs that I will be using: 2 hot peppers. These peppers are not hot, meaning the heat is not all that spicy. That's why I'm using 2. The green one is for flavor and this one's supposed to be for heat. But like me say, the heat is not all that spicy. One, or I should say a small piece of thyme, 2 cloves garlic, 2 onions, because I do not have any scallion. Today is Ben Johnson Day, meaning today is Thursday. So most of my fresh herbs and all of them something they finish. You understand? Tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, market days. So, you know, we will go to the market and buy fresh herbs. So right now, I'm on a scallion. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is to mince these into a chopper. So I am putting the thyme into the and now the minced herbs. So what I'm gonna do now is to cover the pork and allow it to marinate for at least 2 hours or so. I am putting a Dutch pot and low heat. I am working with low heat at this point. And then I am adding about 3 teaspoons of coconut oil. And then I am gonna brown 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. It is 3 pounds of pork, so I'm gonna use about 3 tablespoons. Not leveled tablespoons, and they are not full as well. Yeah, but about 3 tablespoons. So I'm gonna allow the sugar to brown. Careful not to let the sugar burn, cause the meat will taste bitter. So that's why I am working with low heat, so I will be able to control the temperature. Okay, so the sugar should not turn black. The sugar should remain brown. Yeah. Meanwhile, it is browning, or the other word, what do you call it, caramelize or something like that. Yeah. So that's exactly what is happening right now. And I'm just waiting on the sugar to brown some more and to burn off the sweetness, because the pork will not taste sweet even though I use brown sugar. Yeah. So I'm just allowing it to brown some more. And if you notice, it does not turn black. Yeah, because the heat is low, and that's what you want, because the meat will taste bitter if it turns black. So at this point, I think it is well brown now. So now I'm gonna add the meat, and then I'm gonna stir the meat and allow the brown sugar, or the whatever you wanna call it, to um the meat to get its color, right? Yeah, man. So as I said, the meat won't taste sweet, right? If you allow it to caramelize properly, the meat won't taste sweet. So now I am just stirring it, and I'm gonna cover the pot and allow the pork to cook in its own juice and to get the nice deep brown color as well, and to gather flavors and everything like that. So this step is very important. No water should be added to the pot at this point. Just cover the pot and allow the meat to cook in its own juice. Yes, and I don't know what happened, but that part cut out where I did cover the pot and the meat cook in its own juice. Yeah, man. So at this point, you can look at the pork. The color is deep brown, so it is okay. Yeah, and the heat is still on low, right? Yeah, man. So now I am giving it a few stir, and to look at it and everything like that. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of water to cook the pork, and I am gonna keep adding water until the pork is cooked. Just a little bit of water, don't put a lot of water at once. Just add a little. As soon as the water dissolves, add a little bit more water until the pork is cooked. And this time I turn up the heat to high, right? So cook the pork on high heat. At this point, the pork is cooked. The fork goes through the pork easily. So it is cooked. So now I am allowing it to simmer down to gravy.
Hey, hey, man. Hey, me a the teacher. Me a the teacher. Hey. Kulira gwe nze musomesa asomesa basomesa nze musomesa asomesa basomesa pina bana nze musomesa asomesa basomesa nze musomesa asomesa basomesa cho. When I'm in a class, students call me asa. Some of them a call me professor. Nadala bakampa sama kelele ne masaka. Them a call me lyrical master. Lyrical master to waka na nkukakasa nkukakasa. To waka na nkukakasa nkukakasa. Nina degree ni master. Wulira gwe nze musomesa asomesa basomesa nze musomesa